22 Fusion Fall. I looked up how long it would be to beat, and it's just about 40 hours. Uh, and I did about two yesterday, and I think it was a bad two. We maybe call it 1 hour. So this might take me forever. So this might take me forever.
Da, 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 da.
Hold on, I think I just switched my microphone. Let me test it. Test, test, test.
Da, 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 da.
Hold on, I think it's switching now. Let me test it. Let me test it. Okay. I'm absolutely not using it ever. Okay. I have to speak to a cul-de-sac attendant to get fast travel unlocked for the cul-de-sac. I'm excited to get this fast travel unlocked because I'm already annoyed. I've been playing for 2 seconds.
I gotcha. Let's fly. Non-stop flight. Let's fly. Non-stop flight. Let's fly. Let's rest.
Okay, I don't have to go back there now. That's fine. Go this way. Okay. There's probably fine. See the health bar. Okay, where's this bridge? Why are they not connected?
That's the stuff.
Sounds like they pitched up his voice too.
Jawbreaker break. Jawbreaker break.
Is this the whole map of the game? easier than I thought it was gonna be.
That's the stuff.
Dude, the big plank doors go insane. Okay, this is the edit zone then.
Jawbreaker break! Can we rest? Gotta go!
Aguardo! My boy.
Number 5 here.
Can I talk to Aguardo first? I can.
You ready for a mission?
That might be him. It's close.
I know you can do it. I know you can come back.
Want a mission? Break a leg! Whatever.
Any of them around here? Yes. I have to go out and around. Nope. I can go over. Perfect.
Buttercup! Misfire!
So I just have to kill things here.
Can't stop me!
That's the big guy.
Can't stop me!
Go over here.
You lose, you loser! Let's take 5.
I can switch.
I could switch, Daddy!
Very nice weather we are having. Do you agree with this statement? Goodbye,
Do you agree with this statement?
Pistols are short-range weapons that can
Okay.
do significant damage. They can only hit one target at a time.
164 and 194.
Hello. How are you doing today? Conversation. Very nice weather we are having. Do you agree with this statement?
I don't really know how those work.
Entering sleep mode.
Welcome to my store.
Okay, that's
Okay,
shit.
see you later.
I'm running low on energy.
You have a mustache? The fuck is up with this guy?
Let's take 5.
Why does he look like that?
How can I help you?
I do not fuck with Ranger Sam. How can I help you? Is it better gear? Oh, it is. I should buy that. Oh, we're separated by girls and boys. Crazy. I mean, it's what I already have on, but it is higher level.
Man, I'm beat.
See you later.
How can I help you today?
Let me try it. With a Y, actually. Because they're girls? No way. I just can't put girls' clothes on. Cartoon Network in 2009. But these suck. Also, why are the shorts gender specific? These look atrocious. But I guess I'll buy them.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm not level 4 yet.
Welcome to my
Stupid.
shop.
Okay, well, I'll be level 4 soon. I'll just... Even the shoes, man. Weird.
See you later.
I wonder why they haven't, like, removed that restriction in this version. Maybe it's something to do with the character models. You can see that. Okay, well, either way, I got a new weapon.
Buttercup, can't stop me.
Oh, it's way better.
Misfire.
Can't even
Running
hit
low on
me.
energy.
We're chilling.
You rang. Oh. Feeling better now.
So you know that they're evil and they've taken over, but like, they're not doing much.
That's the stuff.
They're not really wreaking havoc.
Oh.
They're just chilling in a park.
Hello.
Oh my god, Aguero's proud of me. That's all I could ever want.
A message for you.
It's not him. Also crazy to not get all these voice actors, but get like Yuri Lowenthal. I mean, I'm sure that's why Ben is such a big part of the game, but like, it's weird.
Can I climb this? Okay, that's cool.
That's the stuff.
Big fan of that.
You ready for a mission? You did it! Okay, bye!
Stop.
Equip this for now. I don't think the Jet Ray cape is giving me anything.
Need a lift?
Mojo Jojo's monkey minions will fly you to nearby locations for a fee. You must register at both ends of the route before you can use it.
Looking for a mission? Bye for now.
I don't think I'm supposed to be doing this stuff yet, but whatever. Okay. I gotta figure out what MMO I want to try next. I do some Webkins, some Neopets. Okay, I guess there we can havoc a little bit. That one stole his wallet. I don't know how a creature with chainsaw off her hands or like whatever the eyeball things are can steal a wallet, but decidedly not too great.
Number 2. Let's fly. I gotcha. Non-stop.
Looking for a mission? See you soon.
Alright, Eddie, I have your money.
Let's fly. I gotcha. Let's fly. I'm tired.
Want a mission?
You did it!
Good luck! Good luck! See you later!
Yup. I forgot I do have
Where are
fast
you headed?
travel here. Okay, because cul-de-sac's pretty goated. It connects my fast travel points. That is something I should remember.
Hey!
Oh, Guardo Nano. I'm liking this pistol. the way back there. Ooh, I gotta go to Jack for both of these. Where is Jack? What? Oh my god. That's crazy. Let's do this first. I do want that nano really bad though. Hoagie kind of sucks.
Let's fly! Let's fly! I gotcha. I need a snack.
Also, I said yesterday that the isometric Nickelodeon MMO doesn't have anybody playing it, which is technically not true. There is a rebuild of Nicktropolis. From what I could find, it's like one guy playing it. So maybe I can get my hands on it and try it. Those things are cool.
Buttercup, you lose, loser.
Interesting design.
Misfire. Can't stop me.
What? Stop! Break a break! Anybody home?
Easy. I'm obviously not in any green here. Honestly, faster way to get back here. I'm not complaining.
Want a mission?
Done already?
Adios, muchacho.
Okay, run power item. Let's see if I can figure this out.
I've got lots of stuff for sale.
Nope.
Bye-bye.
You want to buy some more weapons?
Okay, that's pretty strong. Also, I haven't opened my stuff yet.
You want to buy some more weapons?
Stop! I've had enough.
It sounds like Johnny Test or Ratchet. I think it's the same voice actor. Or Obi-Wan.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Yes, you have. Give me run. Where do you run? Run. I think I need I can buy 2 of them. They're 1,000 each? Okay, I'm
Conversation complete.
not spending that money.
You ready for a mission? Don't be adios.
Okay, not going there yet.
Stop.
Let's talk to number 5. There are mounts in this game. How do I get a mount? That would be sick.
Where are you headed? Prepare for me.
Getting around easier would alleviate a lot of the problems I'm having right now. Dude, starting at the treehouse is such a good idea. It's just so easy to look accurate and cool. I forgot now if I swim all the way over there. Do I need to be in Sector V for any other missions? No. I don't.
Number 2. I gotcha. Non-stop flight. I gotcha. Let's fly. Let's fly.
That's another player. That's another guy.
Let's fly. Let's rest. Let's rest.
I can help. Oh, never mind.
But I was just getting started.
It's interesting the amount of new players. I mean, I guess 3. But 3 in the 2 days that I just decided to play is pretty good. Let me say hi to this guy.
Hello. Hello.
Nice. That's the MMO experience right there. One guy keeping the fire alive.
You ready for a mission? That's the way we. That's okay.
All right. Let's go to Jack. I want the nano. Where is he again? Oh, right. Where's Mandark then? Oh, the opposite direction. East. I should go east. I could probably do hot potato. On the way. Alright. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. I feel like we can get some video in here.
Can you imagine a game?
Okay, let me do that, and then... Ugh, I can do... I can do this.
Where the most iconic Cartoon Network characters had to team up to save the world from an alien invasion. Can you imagine a game where the most iconic Cartoon Network characters had to team up to save the world from an alien invasion? I'm talking about fighting side by side with characters like Johnny Bravo, Fuzzy Lumpkins, Dexter, or even Coco. Well, it turns out that there was a game where you could actually do that. No, screw that. When we talk about the game's downfall, according to Fusion Falls, can you imagine a game where the most iconic Cartoon Network characters had to team up to save the world from an alien invasion? I'm talking about fighting side by side with characters like Johnny Bravo, Fuzzy Lumpkins, Dexter, or even Coco. Well, it turns out there was a game where you could actually do that. No, screw that. This wasn't a game. It was the most ambitious project Cartoon Network's ever created. Hi, I'm Dr. Panda, the only panda who ever
What up,
joined the
Dr.
Powerpuff
Panda?
Girls, and in this video, we're going to talk about the legendary crossover game, Fusion Fall. What was its story? Why was it shut down just 4 years after launch? And why was the game's revival abruptly canceled? Let's get started. Fusion Fall was a massively multiplayer online game released on January 13th, 2009. It was developed by Cartoon Network and a South Korean studio called Grigan Entertainment. And you're gonna want to remember that name because it'll be very important when we talk about the game's downfall. According to Fusion Fall's executive producer Chris Waldron, prior to the beginning of the game's development in 2006, they had been working to get the green light for over 4 years, but they needed to make sure the business model and the development partner were absolutely perfect before the project could get approved. After searching all over the world for a developer, they found Grigan Entertainment in South Korea and decided they were the perfect partner thanks to their animation style and sense of humor. As for the business model, although both Cartoon Network and the Korean developers initially preferred to use microtransactions, they realized it wasn't practical since the game was aimed at children, and they knew parents wouldn't be thrilled about their kids constantly asking for money to buy things in the game.
True.
For this reason, they went with a subscription model instead. The game was free until your character reached level 5. 5, after which you had to pay for a subscription to keep playing.
Oh shit, I'm still in
Prices were
free.
$5.95 for 1 month, $14.95 for 3 months, and $49.95 for a full year. There was
That's
also
not that
a family
bad.
plan option that included 4 individual
Those are WoW
subscriptions
numbers.
for $9.95 a month, which was an absolute steal if you ask me. Okay, let's get to the meat. What was the story actually about? Well, it revolved around Lord Fuse, the evil leader of an alien planet called Planet Fusion, a world that travels across the universe, consuming other planets. At this point, he's already eaten most of the planets in the solar system, so his next target is Earth. And this is where the prequel comic comes in, which is important to understand the events of the game. Basically, the comic story begins with Dexter detecting an unidentified object heading toward Earth. What first looks like a meteor is spotted
They're
by fellow
comics?
characters like Ben or Samurai Jack, until it crashes right in front of Foster's home for imaginary friends, setting up its first nest. When Mac and Blue go outside to check it out, they quickly realize it's not friendly. But just as the creatures emerging from it break into the home, Dexter shows up in his giant robot to save them. And he's not alone, as Ben arrives in his 4 arms form to join the fight. This isn't the only battle happening, though. The KND are also in the middle of their own struggle against the alien creatures, since the second nest has landed right next to their treehouse. Number 2 and Number 5 try to escape after being overwhelmed but fall off a cliff, and just before they plummet to their deaths, they're rescued by Blossom and Bubbles, who then jump right into the fight. Dexter appears with the others and informs them that there are 3 creature nests and that nothing seems to work against them, but a breakthrough happens right afterward. They reach
many comics are there?
Townsville City Hall, and Dexter explains that he and Professor Utonium discovered that one of the nests is a central core that seems to be powering up, preparing for something big, and the other 2 nests are connected to it. So, the Cartoon Network team must destroy the central core before it becomes fully operational, or the consequences could be catastrophic. The plan is simple. The heroes have to keep the 2 nests busy, both the Foster's home one and the treehouse one, while Dexter and the Professor attack the central core using the new weapon Dexter is about
Didn't I
to
just
build.
turn the music off?
The attacks have to be simultaneous so that the nests can't regenerate each other, which makes teamwork absolutely crucial. But this idea doesn't sit well with Blossom Number 5 and Blue. Mac convinces everyone that they need to work together, but then another problem comes up. One of the components for Dexter's weapon is only manufactured by a single company, Mandark Industries, owned by his eternal rival. Oh, and there's a second problem. Another one of the components used to be at Townsville City Hall until it was stolen by Mojo Jojo. So the plan to obtain the components needed to build the weapon that will allow them to carry out the second plan is... Oof, that was a tongue twister. They'll split into 2 teams while Dexter and the Professor start building the weapon. Blossom...
It's crazy that that's how this works. I just have to spam those. Oh, and there's more of them. Fantastic. Great.
and Bubbles will go with Ben and Number 2 to deal with Mojo Jojo, while the team visiting Mandark Industries will be made up of Number 5, Dee Dee, Mac, and Blue. The Mandark team infiltrates Mandark Industries until they come face to face with the evil Mandark. Meanwhile, the Mojo team manages to enter his secret base, which they realize is completely empty. Where is Mojo? Mandark refuses to hand over the component until Dee Dee asks for it. And since he's completely in love with her, he gives in, but with one condition, that he also gets to join the team. Back at Mojo's base, Number 2 finds the component just as the place is invaded by the alien creatures, forcing a desperate escape with the item in hand.
Okay, that one was...
Now aboard Dexter's ship, Dexter is forced to form a temporary alliance with Mandark because it's the only way they can build the weapon they need to save the world. But time is running out, and although the Mojo team has returned, they're leading the invaders straight to their hideout. So with the clock ticking, Dexter, Mandark, and the Professor begin working on the weapon while the rest of the team tries to hold back the attacking forces, all while the assaults on the 2 nests also begin. But when Dexter is finally ready to fire the secret weapon, it malfunctions. And that means the central core manages to activate, unleashing an unstoppable blast to space. But all is not lost, because now Dexter's secret weapon finally kicks in, completely destroying the nest and triggering a victory celebration among the heroes. But why doesn't it feel like a victory? People begin falling from the sky, and one of them is Mojo, whom Blossom grabs with the intention of punching him in the face repeatedly. But before she can do that, an explosion in the sky catches everyone's attention. With a struggling breath, Mojo tells them with sadness that the blast was a beacon and that now Planet Fusion is here. The end of the comic leaves us right at the beginning of the game, where we see alien forces starting to fall into the cities, kicking off the invasion as they take control of everyday objects and turn them evil, like this school bus. But the invasion won't be that easy for Fuse, because as we saw earlier, the characters are ready to join forces to defend Earth. And they won't be alone, because they'll be accompanied by the Avatar, which is the character controlled by the player. That's right, in this game, you don't control a Cartoon Network character, but your own customizable avatar. Now, as you've surely noticed, the characters have some pretty significant design changes. I mean, where's number one's Arnold-shaped head? In an interview with GameZo, the game's community director Richard Weil explained that some of the characters are aged up a bit to bring them all into the same basic age range of the target audience, and that's supposedly the reason behind the changes. So to be honest, I'm not totally convinced by that explanation, because while the redesigns can be an interesting reimagination of the characters, I think keeping them closer to their original versions would have emphasized the Cartoon Network
Wait, that guy's on a
essence
mount.
that the game already has in huge amounts. Do you like the redesigns?
In the middle of
I'll read
nowhere.
you in the comments. Now,
With
just
Juniper
so
Lee,
Prince isn't the
we gotta
only
get
thing
there.
that changed.
We gotta be there.
Their context did too. For example, Dexter is no longer a kid, and that has major implications. He's now a world-famous genius, an inventor, and one of the leaders in the fight against Lord Fuse. He's also founded his own company, Dex Labs, and built his very own robotic
Level
assistant.
1. What the
And
fuck?
as if that weren't enough, he's also the character who kicks off the entire story of the game. You see, after creating our character, we start locked inside a vault while
Okay, we get to
Dexter's
test
programming
sisters.
his time machine. But before he can send us off, DD presses a button that completely changes the date we were supposed to travel to, triggering all sorts of alarms. As we regain consciousness, we're told that we were sent much farther into the future than Dexter intended. We get up to a battle taking place on the rooftops of Dex Labs involving some of the few
Jack!
surviving members of the cartoon team. So we follow Ben and number 5 into the fight, what basically works as a tutorial mission.
Ooh, 3 midget!
His invasion is already far along, and if the green goo keeps spreading, it'll soon take over the entire planet. Once the battle ends, Dexter recognizes us from the past and explains that his sister messed up the time jump and destroyed the time capsule. So now we have to make it back to the past to save the world, because in the future we're currently in, it's already too late. Yep, the game is divided into 2 timelines. The future, as I said before, is in a fully apocalyptic stage. Planet Fusion is extremely close, and only a few areas have survived the infected sea,
To go
so they now look more
north.
like islands. Basically, all hope is lost. When the player obtains 4 nanos, the time machine is finally repaired and we're sent back to the past, which is by far the best looking timeline of the 2. And don't worry, we'll talk about nanos in a
Oh,
second.
that's why the
The world
map
of the
is
past
small.
divided into different areas, many of which are based on iconic locations.
Ooh, okay.
For example, there's Nowhere, based on Courage the Cowardly Dog, which serves as a base for Courage, Kevin, and Juniper Lee. Or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, where we can find characters from the show like Frankie or Eduardo. Also, I love how it looks on the inside. There's also Peach Creek Commons, where Ed has built a cardboard fortress. Yeah, you get the point. Now, during our adventure, we can find small levitating creatures that we can equip to get special abilities. They're called nanos, and they're basically chibi versions of Cartoon Network characters that are considered the strongest weapons Earth has against the Fusion invasion, since lore-wise they were going to be mass-produced and distributed among the soldiers to fight off the aliens. Their abilities ranged from slowing down nearby enemies or giving us jump boosts to even reviving us in battle. Throughout the game's lifespan, there were up to 56 different nanos.
They
with
go up to
examples
Gumball?
diverse as Mandy, Johnny Test, Ice King.
Wow, this game is
Grim,
around
Dexter,
longer than I thought.
Coco, Aku, and even him. And speaking of him, he doesn't just appear as a nano version. His real version also shows up, and the reason he decides to join the Resistance in Fusion Fall is honestly pretty funny. So, basically the guy's evil incarnate, so when he sees Earth being invaded, he watches with both delight and jealousy. He tries to contact Planet Fusion to join them, but he's personally attacked by the invaders as a response, which enrages him, and makes him swear to destroy Planet Fusion. And this is what ultimately leads him to join the Resistance, establishing himself in Ensville. Now, as amazing
pretty
as
funny.
this massive crossover event was, it unfortunately had a lot of issues behind the scenes. The game officially launched in January 2009, but that same year, the game's developer ran into major financial
Come
problems,
on.
including a failed attempt to enter the South Korean stock market, which led to its bankruptcy just 7 months after the game's release. Since Grigon could no longer contribute to development, all assets and development duties were transferred to an in-house team at Cartoon Network, but this proved to be an enormous challenge for them. The task was monumental, and since they could no longer provide the necessary support for the game on their own, they decided to make it completely free in 2010, allowing players to finish it and access all collectibles at no cost.
That's
And
cool.
I think that when they made this decision, they already knew it would be impossible to keep the game running for as long as they had originally planned. Either way, this change had dramatic implications on the game's finances, so Fusionfall was ultimately shut down on August 29, 2013, after only 4 years of existence. But that wouldn't be the end of Fusionfall, because we'd still see 2 more editions of the game. Sort of. Turns out Fusionfall
Damn it.
shutdown wasn't in vain. It was necessary to make way for the game's unforgettable sequel, Fusionfall Heroes, which didn't even come close to the greatness of the original. In this sequel, you no longer controlled an avatar. Instead,
Isometric.
you picked one of the Cartoon Network characters like Finn, Dexter.
I've never heard of
Goofy.
this.
And it wasn't an immersive MMO anymore, but a wave-based action game where your goal was simply to beat every enemy on screen. The story of this sequel took place during Fuse's attack on the Cartoon Network universe from the original game, showing the character's first attempts to defend the planet. And maybe when you hear it like that, it might sound kinda interesting. But no. The truth is that this game didn't have much depth. It mostly felt like an excuse to keep the Fusionfall name alive. But even though the original game died in 2013, that wasn't the last time we'd hear from it. Fusionfall Retro was an unofficial revival crafted and supported by a group of devoted fans. A demo launched in August 2017, and the full version was completed on September 2018. This was a huge non-profit effort fueled entirely by love for the game, letting both veteran players and newcomers explore the world of Fusionfall again. Unfortunately, the story didn't have a happy ending. On April 16, 2020, the team behind the revival announced on Twitter that Cartoon Network had filed a DMCA takedown request, shutting down the game, and with that, marking the official end of Fusionfall, because that was probably the last remaining chance we had to ever play it again. Now, speaking
Well,
of cartoons,
I'm playing it right now.
have you ever wondered why cops are always eating donuts in animation? Or why characters almost always have only 4 fingers? And why when they get electrocuted, we can see their skeleton? I made a video explaining the 8 weirdest cartoon cliches, and you can check it out right here. Subscribe for more. After Panda.
Hello?
Alright, good video.
Hello?
Alright, I'm gonna turn the music back on. Oh, there isn't any. Guardo! I will protect.
Man, I'm beat. That's the stuff. Gotta go.
Hello, traveler. We shall meet again.
Come on, Eduardo, you can do it! You can make it! My boy. Alright, let's beat him up. He's kind of sick, though.
It's me.
You can select 36 different one time. To swap out your equipped...
Okay, okay. The scary aura makes your enemy take damage just from how frightening it is.
Hooray!
Eduardo shows you where monsters are, so you know how to stay away from them. Definitely never picking that one. Eduardo heals you with French fries, but it says potatoes.
Hooray!
It heals really good.
Woohoo!
But do I want to... I'll do the roar. I'll do the roar. We don't need to max out on heals.
Incoming message.
If I just say I'm stuck, will they get me out of here? Didn't mean to stand in the goop. Can't move, might die. Oh, a crash.
Incoming message.
It did work. Nice.
Eddie, Jawbreaker break!
He did not have the temporal stone.
Let's get him. Misfire.
Okay, where's the time machine? Okay.
Go KMD!
I guess the other missions don't matter right now.
Non-stop flight. I gotcha. Let's fly. I'm tired. Let's fly. I'm tired.
This must have been cool with everybody walking around. I mean, I played when it was current, but like my computer couldn't run it, so I don't really remember. Whoa.
Go KMD! Non-stop flight. I'm tired.
Damn it.
Non-stop flight.
Okay.
Non-stop flight.
Fine, actually.
I'm tired. Let's fly. I'm tired.
Seems like dying is just quicker in a lot of ways. It was not quicker. It wasn't bad.
Yuck. Yuck. Yuck.
Why'd I have to walk there? And not the time machine.
Go, kid! Let's fly! Let's rest.
Yuck. Incoming message.
That guy looks big.
Let's get him!
I have a message for you.
I gotta go around. Fuck. I gotta go all the way the fuck around.
Yuck.
I was just getting started!
Yuck.
Eddie! Jaws like a break!
Yuck. Yuck.
Feeling better now?
Oh.
Jaws like a break! Go, Candy! I need a snack.
I have a message for you.
Catch you later.
Come on, bring me back.
Incoming message. Yuck.
Is there no bridge here? Oh my god, it's way over there.
Yuck.
It's so annoying.
Eddie, that's the stuff.
Where is this?
He be wanting the mission? The pirates proud. See ye soon.
Okay. All of the NPCs in this sound like they're using AI voices, but obviously they're not. I just don't know. Oh my god. Pissing me off, Fusion Fall. Why make it so difficult to get over there?
Yuck.
why? I'm tired. I'm tired.
I need a mount bad. Ugh. Dude, I'm gonna lose it.
Feeling better now. Oh, break a break! I've had enough. Go KND! Let's fly! I gotcha. I need a snack. I'm tired.
I mean, this is just an insane way to make me get around. What up, Jack?
A mission awaits you. Congratulations. Walk the honorable path.
Fair enough.
See you soon.
I thought I was going back to the past. What happened? Go to the time machine now. Oh. Ah, I'm dumb. What up, man? Dark? I haven't met you yet.
Get out of my sight!
That's not bad. I recognize you.
Oh, it's you. That's okay.
Systems on. Signing off.
Let's do it. Choose a guide. Whoa. I mean, Ben's the go. Ben's the go. Yeah, I mean, come on. Oh, it's in the sky. It looks nice. I assume this is where all the like actual players are. Whoa, okay. Okay. I'm supposed to be doing here, but
Where you headed?
all right. I think I'll figure that out later. Day 2 down. Let's see if I can actually do it.